Hello, friends. Hello, friends. I'm Miss Nancy. I am Lika, and here we are at the Happy Homeschool Well, we hope you're having a wonderful day on this beautiful Wednesday. Today, guess what we're going to talk about? Wednesdays? No, we're going to talk about arguing. I don't want to. What? I'm kidding. It's a joke. See, I was arguing. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not worried about you arguing with me. I'm worried about you arguing with my sister, with your sister. I'll bet if you are staying at home because the world is calming down, then you're probably arguing with your sister a lot too. Or your brother. Yeah, your brother or your sister or your aunt or your uncle or whoever you're living with, there's probably a lot of arguing going on. And what do I say 100 times a day? I am not the maid. Yeah, I say that. But what I say even more often is, no arguing. I do. I say, stop arguing. Stop fighting. You're driving me crazy. Hey, there's Dr. Eddie. Oh, yeah. Hi, Dr. Eddie. Yeah, I do say that a lot because the arguing is driving me crazy. So I want to show you something. All right. Here is this toy that you love. I love this toy. I know you do. Do the pinky. The pinky. Okay. Here's the pinky. It's the biggest. Here it goes. Ooh, boom! It's so fun. Do another one. Okay, I'll do the orange one. Orange. Okay, here it goes. Boom! That is so fun. I love it. Me too. Well, you know what? This toy is a lot like arguing. How do you figure that? Well, sometimes an argument starts off just as a little bit of a disagreement. You know, you say something and your sister says something, but then all of a sudden, you have to say something back. That's the mango. Here's the mango one. You have to say something back, and all of a sudden, ooh, boom, the argument is getting bigger. And then your sister says something back, ooh, boom, and then your mother yells at you, ooh, boom. And before you know it, this tiny little disagreement has turned into a big, giant argument. It's easy when you're living with someone, you see them all the time. It's easy to argue. It's easy to have an argument every day. But we have a challenge today. A challenge. Yep, we have a challenge today, and here's our challenge for the day. Our challenge for the day is to not argue with your brother or your sister for 100 years. What? I'm kidding. For 2 days. 2 days? 2 days. If you could not argue, then before you know it, if you're not the one arguing, then the argument is getting smaller and smaller instead of bigger and bigger. It's hard to be the one to say, okay, I'm not going to argue anymore. It's hard to be the one who speaks quietly when someone else is yelling at you. But it's a wonderful thing because just like you can turn a frown upside down, you can turn an argument upside down too. You can, yeah. You can turn that argument upside down, and instead of getting bigger and bigger and crazier, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you and your brother or your sister or your aunt or your uncle or your nanny or whoever you're arguing with, before you know it, instead of an argument, you're just having a conversation. It's really hard, and I know it, but we think you're up for the challenge. Oh, and by the way, this toy is going to have to go back to the nursery. I don't want to. It lives at the nursery at church. That I don't want to. You can't keep it forever. No, not forever, just 100 years. In 100 years, you'll be 104, and I'll like it. Well, we want to be able to share. We don't want to start an argument. No, we want to share. So whenever the nursery starts up again, because the world has calmed down, we're going to need the toy back. So maybe you could decide for yourself how long you think your turn is. On 2 more weeks. Okay, you think your turn is 2 more weeks? Yes. See, we didn't even have to argue about it. You can be the one to not argue. You can be the one who, instead of the argument getting bigger and bigger, crazier and crazier, louder and louder, and Nino, you can be the one to say, nope, no arguing today. Today, we're just going to be kind. I love this toy. I love it too. Do you think I can turn it over and get it all started again? I think you can. Okay. It was so fun. All right, we got them go all the way down to here, and then all the way, clash. Uh-oh. Well, we can fix that. Thank you for joining us today at the Happy Homeschool, here at the Happy Homeschool. We hope that you will remember that you can be the one to stop an argument, and then your mom can be a whole lot happier. Yes, yes. We'll see you next time. We'll see you on Friday. On Friday, we're going to see if you didn't argue with your brother or sister for 2 days. On Friday, we're going to see if you drew us a picture. Oh, I can't wait. We'll see you then. Bye. Bye.